Malaysia Arena, and the next fight to take place here is Masakatsu Ueda against Kevin Belingon. This is the Bantamweight Grand Prix final.
I sacrifice a lot on my training just to come this far, and I want to go further, and that's why I'm doing my best to win this Grand Prix title match.
私はケビンよりも経験が豊富ですし、そのため経験の面で私はケビンを上回る利点を持つことをしていて、私はそれを勝利に使用するつもりです。
Fighting in front of the Filipino fans will affect Ueda because I got all the fans there with me, so I think it's a big pressure for Ueda.
私は全てのファンが彼のために応援して私にブーイングをされるのもしています。それは私に影響を与えるつもりはない。私は勝つために来て、私は彼にタイトルを取得させるために来ているのではないです。この戦いはファンが決して忘れられない戦いになるだろう。
The Filipino fans will expect a win from me in this fight.
ケビンは今好きなことを言えるでしょう。ですが、試合が終わった時に同じことが言えるでしょうか。私はこの試合に勝つつもりです。
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 1FC Bantamweight Grand Prix final match. In the blue corner, from Japan, Masakatsu Ueda.
Masakatsu Ueda has, like his opponent tonight, beaten two men in the 1FC Grand Prix tournament. Quarter-final stage, semi-final stage.
Masakatsu Ueda is an absolute beast too. You know, he's got a great record, 17-2. Former Shudo featherweight champion, and he has beaten some really tough opponents. Legendary Hoyler Gracie, Rumina Sato, UFC champ, former UFC champ Jens Pulver. He's going to be a very difficult fight for Kevin Belingon, but you know, this is a step up in competition, and regardless of who wins this fight, a star will be born here in one fighting championship tonight.
Never been stopped by strikes, only has been submitted once in his entire career, so a difficult man to beat, no question about it. It's only happened twice. 17-2. Min Jung Song and Jens Pulver, the men he's beaten on the way here. This is the first Grand Prix event held by One Fighting Championship.
From the Philippines, Kevin the Silencer Belingon.
Kevin Belingon, 11-2. Came into the 1FC cage for the first time with an immaculate record. Lost to Suchil Kim, who's the Bantamweight champion at 1FC now. And also lost to Masakatsu Imanari when he jumped into a nest of vipers and got his leg locked. Beat Tanvu and Yusuf Sadulayev en route to this Grand Prix final. It's been a rough night for Philippine MMA fans tonight. They're 0-3 so far. Hopes now on Belingon's shoulders.
Well, Belingon has some of the most dynamic striking in this division. He's shown that time and time again, and he has been very pinpoint accurate, very fierce in his career here, and looked absolutely astounding in his last few fights. TKO'd both of his opponents to get here. TKO'd Yusip in the first round, TKO'd Than View in the second round, and has looked just spectacular. You know, his loss to Eminari, it's hard to really hold that against him because Eminari is great at one thing, ankle locks, and if you're not a spectacular Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist that can defend those, you know, look, guys are gonna catch you. You're gonna get better or you're gonna get worse. Either way, you're gonna have to grow and move on. And Ueda is a very tough challenge for him because he's a guy who has high-level collegiate wrestling and is really gonna challenge Kevin in the takedown department. Ueda's gonna look to take down Kevin right out of the gate. He's gonna set those takedowns up with strikes. He knows that Kevin wants to keep this fight standing and try to put his head into the canvas via kick to the noggin. Striker versus grappler, either way, there is going to be a star born, and one of these guys is gonna be 3-0 in the tournament final right here, right now.
Ten years between them. Ueda, the older man, he's 7 centimeters taller. This is Japan against the Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bantamweight Grand Prix final. 3 rounds of 5 minutes each. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man stands at 172 centimeters tall and weighed in at 61.2 kilograms with a professional record of 17 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Fighting out of Paraestra, Tokyo, he is the Shuto Featherweight World Champion from Japan, Masakatsu Ueda! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker. He stands at 165 centimeters tall, weighing in at 61.2 kilograms with a professional record of 11 wins, 2 losses. Fighting out of Team Lakay, he is the URCC Flyweight Champion from the Philippines, Kevin, the Silencer, Belingon! When the action begins, your referee in charge, referee Yuji Shimada.
Okay, products coming. 5 minutes, 3 rounds. No head batchings, no head growing. On the ground, no fist stomp, okay? Anytime, obey my command. Touch ropes. Go back, corner.
Our Colt 45 ring girl is Felicia Yap. The final of the Bantamweight Grand Prix. Belingon against Ueda.
Ready?
Belingon in the red trunks, Ueda in the blue.
Well, this is the fight that I and ONE FC fans around the world have been looking forward to over the last several months. Finally get to see who's going to be the most dominant in this Grand Prix. Both men know what's on the line.
I think both men were exceptional in the semi-finals. Really anticipating a good final here.
Of course. I mean, regardless of who wins, either man is going to have a long career here in ONE FC. Both have been just completely dominant in their victories, too. Ueda with a submission choke and then a decision win, and then 2 TKO victories for Belingon.
Early on, Belingon looks a little bit hurried in his kicks, perhaps a little bit concerned about what might come back at him. Let's see how that develops.
Well, Kevin, I think, knows that Ueda is going to want to eventually take this to the ground. Ueda may throw a couple of punches to make Kevin respect his striking, but he's going to try to kick. Whoa. Sounded like he just cracked timber there. Nice takedown, nice stuff too. Kevin throwing a knee right back at Ueda. That'll make you slow down your takedown attempts if every time you miss, you get a hit in the face with a knee.
Oh, wow, he went for the takedown and got a foot in the face. I don't think he'll do that again in a hurry.
Now, this would be a huge win for Kevin and really speak volumes to the Filipino mixed martial arts scene. A guy like Ueda, who's beaten Hoyler, Gracie, Rumina Sato, Jens Pulver. This would be a monstrous win, the biggest one of Kevin's career if he can come away with a W tonight. He's going to be methodical and a little more pace than I think we've seen him before.
He was always talent, wasn't he, when he entered the 1FC cage the first time. Had a stuttery start, but he's really progressed in that time.
He's a tremendous striker, too. And Ueda has very good hands, but obviously his wrestling is really where that pedigree comes into play.
Swinging right and left, both missed from Belingon.
And again, a double-edged shot. Can Kevin stuff this? Ueda's in pretty deep, turn in the corner.
Elbows to the back of the head. And I wonder if he's just going to wrap that arm around the throat. Doesn't look like it. Goes for the elbow to the top of the head instead.
Well, this is a bad position for Kevin to be in, although he's working. Ueda's doing that thing that a lot of Japanese fighters like to do. They figure for the legs to try to stop you from scrambling. Kawajiri made it very popular, beating the tar out of all of his opponents over in Asia. Now Ueda's in the open guard to Belingon. Kevin should close his guard here, otherwise you're going to see Ueda start to work the pass like he's doing. Only time that Kevin Belingon's been submitted was by Eminari, and the whole time that Eminari was going for leg locks, Kevin was still throwing heavy leather down on him. But he has to be careful because Ueda's a very well-versed submission specialist.
Well, I fancy that Belingon learned a big lesson that day against Eminari. Will it pay dividends in this fight? Knees to the head, replied with knees to the body.
You know, Kevin really doesn't need to be holding down Ueda's head there. That just shows a lack of experience. He needs to get that left arm underneath and protect it, and he needs to get that right elbow in close to his body, not around the hips of Ueda. He's actually letting Ueda control his back, keeping him flat there. This is a bad position. And a lot of guys you see on the bottom that hold guys down like that, they're thinking, hey, if I hold this guy down, he's not going to posture up and throw punches, but you're exposing your limbs. You're exposing submission attempts and things like that. You're going to see Ueda, who's a master of mat work here, start to set those submissions up. Start prying on that forearm like now. He's looking for a Kimura. Oh, he's locked it up. This is going to be difficult. He's going to try to step over here and look for that arm lock. Kevin's got to be careful here. Nice job breaking the grip with his knee.
It was fantastic that the crowd knew exactly what was going on there. The roars went up, or the concern, I should say, was clearly audible. Belingon is free and on his feet. Ueda, a long way from home. Fair to say, with not too many friends in this arena. That's the end of the first round, and what a good round it was.
Was a good round. I think both men showed their strategy. Kevin trying to keep it on his feet. And then Ueda doing what he does best, getting in with that collegiate wrestling, changing levels, shooting the double, turns the corner, was able to put Kevin on his back. Belingon threw some elbows, tried to soften his opponent up, but right into cross-side, and Ueda doing what he does, setting up the submissions. Back and forth action so far, anybody's fight up to this point.
It's round two after the break.
Go!
Second round then.
How do you see this fight so far, Steve?
Well, I think I'd say Belingon slightly ahead. Ueda clearly has to take it downstairs, doesn't he, to the canvas there. That's where he will get the chance to own this contest. But Belingon is hyped up. I think he's learned so much. He's progressed so well in the last couple of years.
He has.
This really is his stage.
I agree. I think he's really grown.
It's vicious, isn't it, the exchanges?
Kevin throws not nice. That's all I like to say. Not nice. There's throwing punches nice, and there's throwing punches not nice. Ueda. Oh, and it looks like Kevin's on top here. Ueda misses the takedown. Let's see what Kevin can do here. He's got head and arm, and now Ueda with a beautiful reversal. Poetry in motion on the ground.
So smooth.
Ueda's back in cross mount here, and it's going to have some time to work. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Grand Prix title on the line. I'd love for this fight to go 5 rounds.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be. I wish every fight was 5 rounds, as long as they're not fights I'm in, because my goodness, that takes a lot of cardio. But, you know, sometimes you got to see who's got that extra tenacity to finish these fights. Ueda has been a fantastic collegiate wrestler, has shown his ability to take guys down. Jens Pulver, who he submitted in the last round, was a college wrestler, very, very good at wrestling. Took him down at will, submitted him. So far, he's been able to take Kevin down, but not do too much with the takedowns.
With a little under 8 minutes left in this contest, you wonder, though, if it'll even go 3 rounds.
Well, Ueda's back on that omoplata. Now, this could be a straight armbar attempt, but these are very difficult to get from that angle.
He's giving it a good go, though, isn't he?
He is giving it a good go.
Look
However,
at the flex in that arm.
you see that Kevin's giving the thumbs up sign. Those submissions are very difficult to get. You'll get them on guys that are beginners because, you know, as you get more advanced, you feel there's a pain tolerance you can take. There's a certain level of, you almost have this built-in radar of danger when you're fighting, and you go, okay, you know what? I'm okay here. It's gonna hurt, but I'm just gonna wear it out a little bit. Kevin Belingon did just that. He said, you know what? This is gonna be close, but you're not gonna catch me here.
Fever pitch at cage side. 20,000 MMA fans.
Oh, Kevin's on top, throwing some good punches to Ueda. Kick to the head.
The action is absolutely furious, and just
Not today.
missed with the foot, with the kick to the head there.
Both guys know what's on the line here. This could easily line one of these two guys up for a title shot. Both men undefeated in their last 2 fights. Tenacity, Filipino pride, Japanese pride on the line.
Oh, good right hand, straight right from Ueda.
Kevin looks like he's loading up that right hand. Let's see if he lets it go. Nice, stuffs a shot from Ueda.
Belingon just scooted his legs out the way there, so they couldn't be grasped. His takedown defense is getting better and better.
Little short kick, returned by Ueda. And the right hand, southpaw versus orthodox. 1-2 down the pipe.
It's a counter right hand from Ueda. It was a very nice one. Belingon comes back with the kicks. And the kick to the midriff looked to be a little bit low. Sure enough, Yuji Shimada has called time. Up to 5 minutes for the Japanese fighter to gather himself.
Okay, let's go.
He says he's okay, and they carry on. Didn't take anything like the 5 minutes he could have done. Look at these two. Eyes staring at each other just a couple of feet apart, intently. The focus is so intense.
2 rounds down, 1 round to go. This is difficult one to score. I think that Ueda, with the takedowns, may be ahead on the judges' scorecards. You see here that Kevin almost had Ueda's back, but just the great balance and transitions of Ueda was able to put Kevin in a dangerous position, and then Kevin, good hip dexterity, gets on top, punishes Ueda with a couple of right hands, and then works in on that front choke. Been a beautiful action round so far. And then you see that inside low kick that let Ueda know right where his cup is.
Seconds out, please. Seconds out.
So, the third and final round. Grand Prix final.
Round 3.
Belingon slightly ahead for me. Jason, how do you see it so far?
I think Ueda's ahead. I think that Ueda with those takedown attempts has been a little bit more aggressive, and I think that he's looked to set up submissions, which could be the determining factor. But you know what? If I was any good at judging fights, I'd be a judge, not a commentator.
Well, he did have a very good second round, didn't he, Ueda?
He did. And you know, regardless of who wins this, Ueda is a spectacular MMA fighter. He's 35 years old, and you've got Kevin Belingon's 25. He's got another 10, 12 years of prime MMA experience to come, and a guy like Ueda has just seen so much combat. Being in there with him is just going to sharpen your sword.
Well, Belingon saw a big right hand come over his guard and cuff him around the left eye, and that was a really sprightly right jab. Very, very fast, like a cobra pouncing on him.
You know, I've been a fan of Ueda ever since I was in Brazil at AFC and saw him fight Royler Gracie, who's one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world.
He just sent a stunning right hand over to Belingon, who's really eating a few punches now.
Yep, and like you just said, you know, he threw that punch that was over the top. Nice hands, but he is a great jiu-jitsu guy, great wrestler, and very solid hands. Kevin has great kicks, great tenacity. Can he stuff this takedown? He's out of danger.
It's the second time we've seen that. Ueda goes for the takedown and gets a kick in the head. It's a fascinating contest, I should say, a clash of styles that is really enthralling.
You know, regardless of who wins, I'm buying both of their t-shirts tomorrow. This has been a great fight.
More abuse to Belingon's head from foot and fist. And I think you might be right, Jason. Ueda may be just edging ahead if he hasn't done so already.
Ooh, nice kick and right-hand combo. Stuffs a takedown, big knee.
The crowd really getting behind Belingon.
Kevin looking to finish here.
As he powers his way through the Japanese fighter on the cage wall. Belingon now with the noise of 20,000 people behind him. Ueda's got blood all over his nose.
Kevin gets into top position, and this is going to be interesting. I don't think we've seen Ueda on his back yet. Kevin looked like he's looking for the choke. Is he going to get the rear naked on Ueda?
Slips out.
Big cut opened up on Ueda from those punches.
And a knee to the head won't make it any better either. Belingon now sees his chance with 2 minutes left in this contest. The crowd are going crazy here.
Kevin doing what Royler Gracie couldn't, mounting to Saku Ueda, now taking the back. Got to be careful here, he's got to slide off and Ueda's going to be in cross-side.
It's one transition after another.
What a spectacular fight. Both guys showing why they're here in the final.
The blood on both bodies is coming from Ueda. And is Belingon swinging his way back into a victorious position? I would not like to be a judge tonight.
This is the first time in 8 or 9 fights of Ueda's I've seen that he's actually been damaged. Big cut over the eye, was reversed. Nice head kick.
70 seconds left.
Fights like this make fans of MMA. Great back and forth action.
Oh, that was a slip, I think, although he did eat a punch, and another right hand. And now Ueda could be in trouble, but he comes back with the kick and takes the double leg takedown. Up pops Belingon again. It's desperate stuff from both men. It could be anyone's fight, and with 40 seconds left, both men know it.
Ueda moves into cross side again. He looks like he could be setting up a choke here. Now he's content just to stay in cross side and grind this out with some punches. What a great fight.
Well, absolutely right. I mean, what entertainment this is. The elbow to the head comes in from Ueda. And Belingon now, subject to ground and pound, but switches over, gives his back to the Japanese fighter.
He's got 10 seconds left.
Too little, too late, surely.
What a great fight. Ueda gets mount, finishes in a strong position.
What a contest that was. Fight of the night, surely. All around us, people are on their feet, applauding, giving thumbs up. Worthy of a Grand Prix final.
Yes.
What a fantastic fight this was. Spectacular action. Ueda with the head kick that just rocked Kevin.
Oh, wow.
And then you see Kevin here getting a couple of punches in back on his own. An uppercut that just grazes the chin, left, right, looks to finish. Huge punches by Kevin Belingon. And then at the end of the round, Ueda finished strong, moving into mount position, raining down blows from the heavens. Is it gonna be Ueda or Belingon? I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw.
After 3 rounds of great MMA action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges see it for your winner via unanimous decision. And the winner of the Bantamweight Grand Prix final from the blue corner, Masakatsu Ueda!
Ueda takes it, and to be perfectly honest, you couldn't argue with that. Kevin Belingon's ONE FC career record drops to 3-2. Ueda's in tears. Victor Cui has presented him with a mammoth Grand Prix trophy, which is almost as big as Ueda. What a contest that was.